When it comes to reading, there are two types of books. You get fiction on this side and you get non-fiction on this side. When it comes to fiction, there's no science behind reading a fiction. I mean, the purpose of reading a fiction is for pure enjoyment. So you can grab a fiction whenever you want and you can read. But when it comes to reading non-fiction, there are so many types of non-fiction, and how you approach to one of those types can be different based on the type and the genre of that book. So I'm going to share my process of how I read non-fiction books. Okay, so let me take an example. Here's a book that I'm reading lately. This is called Invent and Wander, the collected writings of Jeff Bezos. So this book is a collection of all the shareholder letters that Jeff Bezos has written since he started Amazon. Now, I'm a big fan of Jeff Bezos, and I've been following, closely the story of Amazon. And this book, the purpose of reading this book is for me to learn something from Jeff Bezos. I mean, to understand his business philosophy as well as all the things that he can teach, right? So the purpose of reading this is for me to learn something, right? So usually this type of a book, I would read it in the morning as soon as I wake up. So I read from 6 to about 7. And another thing that I do is I keep a highlighter in handy, and as you can see, I have highlighted a lot because I'm trying to grab ideas. I'm trying to learn so that later on when I visit this book, I should be able to visit some of the lessons that I learned. So this is one type of a book where your goal is purely to learn, right? I wouldn't recommend reading this type of a book in the evening, because in evening, your willpower is slim, and your attention may be less than what you require. So I wouldn't recommend something like this to read in the evening. But if you are an evening or a nighttime person, then definitely go for it. I myself, I tend to do my best work in the morning, so I reserve morning hours for books like this where my goal is to learn something. Next, I'm going to introduce another book that I finished a couple of days ago, The Bomber Mafia by Malcolm Gladwell. Now, if you know who Malcolm Gladwell is, he's one of the best writers who does narrative nonfiction. What is narrative nonfiction? Basically, is taking a real story and turning it into a beautiful nonfiction type of a story. So even though it's a true story, or even though it's a nonfiction, it reads like a fiction. So what's the purpose of reading a book like this? For me, I'm not trying to learn anything by reading this book. The whole idea is just to enjoy a nice story as well as to appreciate a beautiful writer. So I mean, would I read this book in the morning? No, not really. I would read this in the afternoon or maybe evening, because it's a nice story to read. It almost reads like a fiction. So I would read this in the evening. So do I highlight a book like this? Not really, because the idea is for me to enjoy the story, not to learn something or not to take something home. So just to enjoy the stories. So that's how I would read these type of books. Okay, so here's another type of a book, Wherever You Go, There You Are, Mindfulness Meditation in Everyday Life by Jon Kabat-Zinn. So what is this book? This book is about meditation and mindfulness. And as you can see, these are short lessons. I mean, one chapter is about 2 pages. And for me, the idea again is I'm not trying to learn anything from this book, but rather I'm trying to savor and linger in these pages, and basically trying to adapt these philosophies to my life. So some of the similar books that falls under this genre is books like Art of War by Sun Tzu, or Tao Te Ching, or Four Agreements. So any books that falls under philosophy or stoicism or meditation or spirituality or religion, you are not trying to learn something, or the goal is you're not trying to finish a book as fast as you can, but what you're trying to do is, at least in my case, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grasp, really dive deep into those lessons, and take it slow, and maybe read one lesson per week. So it's been about 3 months since I started this book. I haven't finished this. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, or whenever I feel like my meditation practice is not that deep or not that great, that's when I open this book, I read a chapter, then I calm myself down, and that's how I would take it. So at any given point, I'm reading multiple non-fiction books as well as fiction. Of course, usually I read fiction during night time. Not that I don't hate fiction, I love fiction as well. Like like the next guy. So yes, so that's how I have structured my life. Keep in mind that this reading or the habit of reading it's a personal thing, right? My approach may not be suitable for someone else. So find your rhythm. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You don't have to exactly follow what I do or what someone else do. Try to find your rhythm, and that's how I would recommend you to read non-fiction, so that you can get the best out of your reading. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because in the future we'll be sharing tips and tricks on how to read, as well as we'll be sharing a lot of good books for the Sri Lankan audience. So make sure to subscribe to our channel. And another thing, before you leave, add a comment below and let me know what are some of your habits, how you have structured your reading, the time you read, what type of books you read, and some of the hacks that you are using to get the best out of your reading. So until my next video, happy reading.